Hi, or good morning, beloveds. Yeah. Just so you know, you're watching this video sideways because Facebook has a problem. This is the second day in a row. I've rotated my camera and done everything that it asked me to do, and Facebook's not doing it. So it's Facebook's fault that I'm sideways. But you don't watch these videos to watch these videos. You watch these videos to listen to these videos. So I'm not going to worry about it. I just want you to know that it's not because I'm incompetent. It's because Facebook changed something in their thing again. All right, it is November 3rd. Our title is Let Go. So I'm going to let go the fact that this video is sideways. And our author is Martha Smock, and it's from Meet It with Faith from 1967. And she's a Unity author, just so you know. All right, so let go. If we find ourselves in a situation that is inharmonious, if we are disturbed and upset by what someone else has said or done to hurt us or cause us to suffer unjustly, we need to first of all let go. Let go deliberately of all of the belief in the power of anyone to hurt us or make us unhappy. To let go of any belief in injustice or suffering. And in letting go, we open the way for an inrush of God's healing, transforming love. We let God take over in us, in the situation, in everyone concerned. And in letting go and letting God, we find peace and joy of spirit. We are meant for joyous, happy, healthy living. We were created in God's image and after Spirit's likeness. Let us remember this. Let us let God take over in us, infill us, inspire us, renew us. Let us let God's creative spirit, transform us into new and living souls. All right. Now, we're going to talk about that because I just told you via Martha to, when people hurt you, to let go, right? Okay. Now, if you have watched any of these videos, you know that I'm a big believer in from over there. Okay. If somebody has hurt you, somebody has done something to you that is unjust, you have every right to be angry. You have every right to your feelings. You also have every right to cut off access to yourself for that person. You also have every right to pursue legal action if that is necessary. Okay? All she is talking about is letting go of the feeling of being hurt. She is not condoning the behavior. She is not condoning the person. She is not saying give that person access to you more often. She's not saying any of that. All she is saying is that if you have been hurt, absolutely acknowledge those feelings. If you have been hurt or treated unjustly, if you want to get over it, you have to let go of the feelings and turn to God or spirit or whatever word you want to use. And to let that healing begin. Notice we're not talking about forgiveness here. We're talking about letting go. Okay. And at no time does she ever say, don't pursue, don't pursue legal action. Don't pursue. Now, I think she would argue, don't pursue revenge. I would argue, don't pursue revenge because that just keeps the hurt feelings going. But she would, so all she's talking about is your feelings of being hurt, your feelings of that injustice. And I would say, feel your feelings. And when you're ready, let go of them. And then that will put you on the first step to healing whatever it is going on. It doesn't, and nowhere in there is she saying to let people continue to treat you like that. She's not. So I want you to know that first off. And to make that distinction, it is extremely important, because new thought is often accused of being, soft. It's like, oh, y'all are all about forgiveness and holding hands and singing Kumbaya. Oh, well, yeah, we are. Because we understand that not forgiving is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. I believe that's a Buddha quote. The only person not forgiving really hurts, generally in the long run, is you. You are the one holding on to those poisonous feelings. The other person, especially if they've hurt you and they don't care whether you forgive them or not. So what we are talking about, a very narrow window of what we are letting go of. Okay? It's a very narrow window. We are talking about letting go of the feelings of being hurt. And you are more than welcome. In fact, you are encouraged to take all of the steps that you need to not put yourself in that situation again. Okay? But the first step to healing is to let go of those feelings. Now, the second step of healing, or maybe sometimes the first step of healing you need to do, is to walk away from the person that hurt you. And, sometimes if it's you, that you need to take a long look in the mirror and reevaluate some of the life changes that you have made. So when you find yourself in an inharmonious situation, remove yourself from the situation. Look at what got you into that situation in the first place and make some changes. And then let go. That's one of the reasons why forgiveness work, especially for ourselves, is so important. Because frequently we will get ourselves into situations and then we're like, oh my God, what have I done? Well, you remove yourself from the situation, you forgive yourself for getting in the situation, and you make better choices next time. Okay? I'm extremely sensitive to being told to let go of my feelings, just simply because as a woman, I'm frequently told to let go of my feelings. And I'm like, no, I want to nurse that grudge. I want to nurse that because it's wrong. Okay? I don't have to nurse the feeling to do something about what I believe is wrong. And in fact, I will probably be far more effective at doing something about what I feel is wrong if I can let go of the that strong emotional reaction to it. So, sometimes when we talk about these things, it's like, yeah, I know what she's talking about, but let's have this conversation. Because I don't ever want you to think that what New Thought wants you to do is just to let go of your, when you're being treated badly, to put up with it. No, we are not about that. We are about forgiving yourself and forgiving that other person, but we are also about getting out of the situation. You don't have to stay in a situation where you're being treated badly. You're a beloved child of God. You deserve better than that. So let me make no bones about that. I don't know what that phrase means. All right. Okay. So if we find ourselves in a situation that is inharmonious, if we are disturbed and upset by what someone else has said or done to hurt us or cause us to suffer unjustly, she does say occasionally we do deserve it. So then we need to, again, think about it. We need first of all to let go. To let go deliberately of all of the belief in the power that anyone has to hurt us or make us unhappy. And that sentence right there is the key to what she's talking about. To let go of the belief that anybody has the power to make you feel less than. To make you feel anything at all. I went to the chiropractor today, and that's actually what we were talking about. We were talking about how our beliefs literally affect our bodies, and that's one of those things. It's like, so what she is saying is to deliberately let go of the belief in the power that anybody has the power to make you unhappy, to make you feel unhappy. She's not saying they don't have the power to be unjust. She's not saying they don't have the power to say hurtful things. What she's saying is that they don't have the power to make you feel it. She is encouraging you to step back into your power. and into your belief in good. And from there, you can take any steps you need to. Like if you need to correct an injustice, take all of those steps. If you need to cut somebody out of your life, take all of those steps. They don't have the power to make you unhappy unless you give it to them. And that is what Martha Smock is talking about. So when she says let go, you're letting go in the belief that another has power over your feelings. And that is one of the most powerful lessons that you can learn in happiness. When you take your power back to live a happy life and stop giving other people the power over your feelings, I mean, that is probably one of the biggest steps to freedom that you will ever take. So, yeah. All right. I think it's a short one and it's a powerful one. And I think I have done her justice, and I'm just going to stop talking about it right there. The mission today, should we choose to accept it, and there's that line, there is that line, we first of all need to let go deliberately of all of the belief in the power of anyone to hurt us or make us unhappy. Let go of the belief that anyone has power over our feelings. They are your feelings. You get to choose. All right? You get to choose. Always. That is the mission today. To let go of the power, the belief in the power that anybody has to affect your feelings. Okay? It is your choice. And that's one of the things that Science of Mind talks, that Science of Mind is a big believer on. Reminding you, you are always at choice. Now, sometimes the only choice we have is how we feel about a situation, but we are always at choice. And that's the first step to taking our power back. All right. That's the mission today. Should you choose to accept it? The other mission I give you is the spiritual practice of doing of self-care, doing something loving for yourself, doing something kind for yourself, doing something compassionate for yourself, whatever that looks like. For me today, like I said, I went to the chiropractor. I also understand that this video is going to be weird, and I'm okay with that. There's nothing I can do about it until Facebook figures out whatever it's got going on. So here we are. And I'm just not going to worry about it, you know? So that's what it looks like when you do loving, kind, and compassionate things for yourself. It also looks like taking a deep breath before you speak, giving yourself that moment of reflection about what is about to come flying out of your mouth. It looks like taking a walk. It looks like taking a nap. It looks like taking a break. It looks like turning yourself off and turning yourself back on. Sometimes we need that. That's the whole point of vacations, is to deliberately get out of your normal routine and do something different. And sometimes the most loving, kind, and compassionate thing you can do is to change something in your routine. Sometimes the most loving, kind, and compassionate thing you can do is to minimize your exposure to some people in your life. You know, I said it and I meant it. We all have those people in our lives that, yeah, they may be family, but they don't need 24/7 access to you. It also looks like eating dessert first. Your life is a special occasion. None of us know how long we've got. So eating dessert first is a good thing. I'm about to make a pie that I meant to make last night, but forgot. Am I going to eat it for breakfast? No. But I'm going to make a pie, and it's going to be fun, and, you know, we'll go from there. So, that's, you know, go out of your way to make the ordinary extraordinary a little more often. Use all that fancy dishware. Wear all those fancy clothes. And do it like on a random Tuesday. Don't save them just for special occasions. Don't save them just for holidays. Make one up. And enjoy life a little bit more, or a little differently, or just, you know, don't save the good stuff. Don't wait to burn that candle until it is dusty, sticky, and doesn't smell the way you bought it. It did when you bought it. Burn it now. All right. I also want to remind you that joy is a quality of God. Why do I say this? Because that means joy is a quality of you. No matter what is going on in the world, you still deserve joy. So I'm encouraging you to make room for that, whatever that looks like for you, to some degree. And I can move, but I don't think you're going to be able to see him because there's that black puddle back there. That's part of my joy. That's part of my joy, because I can walk over to him and pet him, and he'll stretch himself and he'll look up at me with those brilliant green eyes. And I love it, and it's joyful. And that's what I'm talking about. You don't have to go out and throw a huge party and tell everybody that you're joyful. Find those small moments of joy in your life. We need them, and we deserve them, no matter what is going on in the world, okay? Or your life. Make room for joy. All right. The rest of the suggestions are the basic easy suggestions. Do something to engage your mind and your body, whatever that looks like for you. Drink plenty of water. You know, hydration is a big thing with me. I brought my water with me today. I've been a little lax on the mineral water, and so I don't want to get the calf cramps. So hydration. If I get dehydrated, and 2, if I get a little lax with the magnesium. So hydrate. Your brain works better, your body works better, and your skin looks better. I will appeal to anything to get you to drink more water. All right. And then get that early in your day, bright light. Since I got to go to the chiropractor, so there was the drive to, and then the walk into, and it's a nice cool. It was in the 50s. So I did get maybe not the 10 minutes, but I did get the 5 minutes of bright light, and it was good. And it's about resetting those circadian rhythms, especially with this, the time change coming up. You know, we're going to fall back on Saturday at 2:00 in the morning, which I always love that one because I get an extra hour of sleep. Yay! Especially since I'm going to get up and go to the gym. So, you know, whatever it takes to help to reset that circadian rhythm. It's also good for your vitamin D levels, and which is good for your bones and your thyroid and your immune system and your mood. You know, that 5 to 10 minutes between 7 and 9 in the morning, super important for your health. I also want to remind you, if it's cloudy, or you get up before the sun does, or you work second shift or third shift and you get up well after the sun and you can't get that 7 to 9, artificial light will help too. You can Google sun lamps. You can Google seasonal affect disorder lights, you know, to make sure you get the right kind of light. But bright light, any kind of bright light will help. So whatever it is that you need to do to get that 5 to 10 minutes of bright light, please do. Please do. All right. You'll feel better. Trust me. And you don't have to trust me. You can look it up. It's science. All right. And then the final suggestion is always open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you that you do live in heaven right here, right now. It's all around us all the time. All around us all the time. Because it's all one source. It's all one source. It's all God. All right. That means that heaven isn't a place you have to get to. It's a state of mind, or a state of consciousness. And the cool thing is once you learn to create that state of mind, once you learn to create that state of consciousness for yourself, nobody can take it away from you. And it does have a lot to do with what Martha was talking about. About that belief in the power that other people can affect your mood, can affect your feelings. Once you realize that that's not true, a whole lot of amazing things can open up for you. So look into that. All right. And you can always take Emma Curtis Hopkins' advice. Look for the good and praise it. That will get you, that'll do you more good than anything else. So, all right. Yep. Science says best way to change a grumpy mood is count your blessings. Look for the good and praise it. Volunteer to serve somebody else, or random acts of kindness. So if you wake up on the other side of the bed, try it. You might like it. All right. What am I thinking? Oh, yeah, I guess I'm at the social media part. We are Creative Life Spiritual Center, Creative Life Spark. I'm the running Rev Ryan on the social medias that I am on. I encourage you to, go like, share, subscribe, do all that stuff. We try and put stuff up that is light, bright, helpful, and funny. There's been a lot of share memes about the time change, so you might see some of those. Fair warning. Because I like them. If you want to know what's going on with the center, please email info@creativelife.org. That'll get you on the constant contact. And, yep, where am I? I don't know. Oh, I get to encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonder-filled day, an awesome day, an amazing day, a tilted on your side day, a let it go day, a frozen day, a Friday, a good day, because I'm out of adjectives this morning, a good day. And if that's too much pressure, simply have a day. You are enough, just as you are. You're a beloved child of God in whom God is well pleased and well represented, always. You are a brilliant light. You are a divine spark. You are spirit in motion. You are God in action. Or as I like to remind you, Reverend Jesse calls us a godling. All right? Know the truth of your being. And if you don't know the truth of your being, explore the truth of your being. Pull back all of the layers of who you have been told you are and get to know who God knows you to be. Because I can promise you that person is really good and really cool. So pull back what society, culture, religion, gender normatives, people that know you, people that don't know you have told you you are. And get to know who you really are. Get to know the source of your own being. All right, beloveds, I am going to lose track of what I'm saying. Move into the process of my day. My vacation is fast coming to a close. I've got 2 more days after this. And so I'm going to remind you, Reverend David should be on around 5 p.m. with you. I'll be back with you around 9 a.m. tomorrow. Take care of yourself. Know that you are loved, and hope Facebook fixes this problem so that I can go back to being right side up as soon as possible. Know that you are loved. I will see you next time.